Hi, friends. Welcome back. In true Jenna fashion, um, I, at the end of the month, I go through. So I have my little command post here around my chair. I have, witchy accoutrements like incense and my candles. I have a variety of tarot decks and books and journals and all the things that bring me comfort are what is here at what I like to call my command post. Anyway, in my command post at the end of the month, I change out my decks. And in doing so, I actually came across a Kickstarter deck that I had received a couple weeks ago, and I must have put it in a drawer. Well, you know what? Maybe. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take you out of the stand, and I'll kind of give you a purview of what my command post is like. So hold that thought. Oop, I'm gonna try and here we go. All right, so let's see if this will. Nope, the camera will not allow me to flip you around. So I'm gonna try and do this. But here is the stand that's right next to my chair. Ooh, God, I'm awful. I'm terrible at this, having to do it backwards. And then see, here is a tall cabinet which I have tarot decks in. I hope that didn't make you too dizzy. And then over on this side, I have my book tree stand, a small tree stand, and then I have a basket full of books down here. So that kind of gives you a little idea that I'm surrounded by all the things that bring me joy. Um, so anyway, I was swapping out my decks at the end of the month, and I found this deck that I had put in the drawer of my tower here that I keep my tarot decks in. I have to keep my decks put away because Baker is a biter, and she has bit through several of my boxes. She hasn't bit any of the cards, but she's bit through the boxes. So I have to hide them so she doesn't tear them up. Anyway, look what I found. I found the witch deck. And this is a woman in total control of herself. And this is by Angie Sullins, and the art is by Silas Tobal down here at the bottom. Don't you just love that? I mean, this is absolutely stunning box. It's just beautiful. It's a hard box with the magnetic closure. Nothing, we have clouds on the top and little on the bottom, but it's absolutely stunning. This box is primo. Um, I'm going to hold this up, but I'm going to read the back to you because this was what was written on the campaign, and it was the story of the deck. And this is the reason that I bought the deck, besides the fact that the artwork is just amazing. So, anyway, it says a witch is a woman in total control of herself. She has shifted her allegiance from pleasing to pleasure, from subservient to subversive, through the very act of claiming her inner knowledge as her highest authority. She's willing to abandon everyone else's expectations before she'll abandon herself. She stopped fearing her path and started blazing it, loyal to the visions in her head and the longing of her heart. Um, there are some other things that they go about the story, about how we as women need to take back our power, that we are sovereign, and that I wish I could find the words for it, but the story that was written on the Kickstarter, and now I wish I had it. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm going to do, this is really out of the ordinary for me, but the Kickstarter story on this was just amazing. And I have to read this because it was exquisite the way it was written. So I have to read this. Okay, hold on. Hold on. See if I can find it. Ha ha. Okay. So, this is it. This is from the Kickstarter page I had to find. Okay. A witch is a woman in total control of herself. Control doesn't mean discipline. In this instance, it means sovereignty, sanctity. You are a witch when you decide to become mistress of your own power. A witch knows her place, and that place is everywhere. She has shifted her allegiance from pleasing to pleasure, from subservient to subversive, through the very act of claiming her inner knowing as her highest authority. A witch knows her power, and that power is sovereign. She doesn't depend on circumstances, success, or approval to experience it. Her power grows from self-knowledge, self-care, and self-trust, which requires daily amounts of self-forgiveness and grace. Her belonging is not earned. It is birthright. Let me tell you, I read that and I was hooked. Absolutely hooked. And even better were the cards. So now let's get into the deck after I've told you about this luscious story that I absolutely. Oh, so this is the inside as it comes, and this says, "Become a disciple of inner devotion. Resurrect the silver salvation of self-respect. Believe in yourself and your wild, holy heart like it's a sovereign religion. It is. And the world needs more missionaries." I love it. Here is my signed author card that this is the Kickstarter. This particular deck, I know they're selling the deck, but I don't know what the difference is between the Kickstarter and the deck they're actually selling. It could be just the author signature card, but it says this deck is limited to 1,750 copies. Oh, and it contains 4 exclusive cards not available anywhere else. So, this is definitely a one of a kind. So I'm excited for that. We get a little orange organza bag for the cards. And then we have the book. And then we have the cards. So, holy crap-olies, look at that. Look at the chunk on this guidebook. Wow. Okay, there's more words on the back here. I will hold that up for anybody who wants to read it. And then it says, they've tried to burn you with their shame, strip you, violate you, shrink you, silence you. But they could not break your phoenix spirit. Its fierce heat will melt old regimes and inflame a generation who will not settle for smallness, for submission, for shame. Sink yourself into the feathered red sleeve of your ancestors and rise, woman, rise again. For you are Persephone's daughter, Lilith's lover, Eve's heir. Find the truth, Eat the fruit, unmask the myth, let it burn. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps over this. And like I said, this is a chunky book. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is 234 pages. I have goosebumps. I love the paper is slick paper, but it's artwork style. It's got a table of contents with introduction, inner sovereignty, defense against the dark arts, casting the circle, and unmasking a myth. Uh, the next time the temple. Oh, so this is broken. This is a 46 card oracle deck, and it's broken into pieces. So, like, the first 11 cards is about unmasking a myth. The next time is cards 12 through 21. The Temple of Belonging is 22 to 31. The Hive is 32 to 48. And then it says Shameless. And about the author, a note from the author, dear backer and fellow witch. Ooh. Okay, Silas, that's about Silas artwork. So we have all the stuff and the things, and then, oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so we have each of the cards is a color, looks like a full color page, and then we have the write-up about the card. Wow. Ah, it's beautiful. Look. Oh my gosh. The whole deck is filled with, and even if it's not a card, there is still just artwork in the book. That's not a card. That's just plain artwork in the book. Wow. And there seems to be mixed in here. Oh, it looks like at the beginning of the big chapters, like the Temple of Belonging, there's large pieces of poetry. And if it's like anything like I've read already, holy crap, Oli, I'm already just, I want to dive headlong and read this whole book from cover to cover. So let's have a look see at the cards. So we have a beautiful orange ribbon, and then that is Our Lady on the. I don't know which card she is. We'll figure that out. They are glossy. They're a glossy finish, as you can see. So this is the back of the deck. And it is gilded with the gold gilding. So the cards feel nice. So that was our witch woman in the inside of the box. I love this artwork. Is just cardstock is really nice. It's bendy without it's the perfect shuffle riffle cardstock. So we have the Story Keeper. I can see that the titles might be a little difficult to read, so you can see how dark it is. This says Spider Woman. It's also a little, I'm also a little in the dark. It's probably not as bright as it could be here, but if I open the curtains, everything gets washed out. So this is the Phoenix. And of course, the sun is now dipping, right? Oop. This is let me try this. Hold on a second. Maybe that's better. Yay! I have a light over here, so maybe that'll help. This is the Selkie. Creatrix of Cunning with the fox. This is a very inclusive deck. She of the Invisible Ally. Wow. Maiden Journey. Keeper of Silence. So pretty. So pretty. I love collage decks. Psyche at the bottom. Oh, so pretty. The Songstress. She's got her harp on the moon. Yeah, so far my only beef is with the titles. Divine Masculine. Of course. I love this. This is the Oracle. This is called the Oracle. I love it. And of course, with the circus tent in the background, that makes complete sense. Lady of Perpetual Rebirth. Ooh. Yeah, I like that one. The Lion Queen. Hello. The Lion Queen. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, now out of curiosity, I want to see what the book has to say about this. Because this is very much like a strength card. The lion, I'm a Leo, identify with it. So let me check out this. This is 15, the Lion Queen. So, the Lion Queen. So it says here to check your boundaries. Are they crafted securely to honor your sovereignty, to uplift and support your values and enhance your own sense of inherent value? Or are they softly drawn, slipping loose to accommodate others' needs and wants before your own? Are they aligned with sacrifice, selflessness, compliancy? Are you protecting your good girl image by caretaking the needs of others? Or are you protecting your precious life force by gifting others an opportunity to develop their own sovereignty by saying no? I know there's more on the next page. Yep. The witch knows she can't let what's urgent get in the way of what's important. Her deep inner life is the source from which all her creativity, intimacy, and relationships flow. So she will protect both her energy and integrity by drawing a circle around her creative time, her quiet time, and whatever space, internal and external, that imbues her with a sense of belonging. Now is the time to get fierce with your boundaries. You're worth it. Ooh. I like that. I like that. And see, and then you get an additional piece of artwork over here where he's got the lion by himself. I love it. Love it. Okay. We have the Trailblazer here. The Scholar. Yeah, she's shiny, all right. Ooh, the Empress of Pleasure. Eating the forbidden fruit. Alchemist of Pain. I love some of these titles. The Dreamer. The Judge. Ooh, I feel that. The Bard of Truth. Boobies. Booby warning. Priestess of Priorities. Wow. The Dancer. The Labyrinth Walker. Oh, I love that. That is gorgeous. Oh, my goodness. Priestess of Original Innocence. Will you look at her and that polar bear? Oh, wow. The Devouring Mother. Oh, my. Medusa. Will you look at her mouth and the snakes and wow. Holy crow. Failure's Muse. Interesting. Yeah, Failure's Muse. Siren of Surrender. Wow. Okay, I can see where this deck is going. Goddess of Grace. This is going to be deep, deep self-development, self-introspection. The Hive Queen. Wow. This art is just blowing me out of the water. The Sovereign. Wow. I know I'm saying that on every card, aren't I? Wow, wow. The Thief of Peace. The Thief of Peace. I got to read this one. The Thief of Peace, 33. Open the book right to it. So, the Thief of Peace. Moments of anxiety, stress, and overwhelm are a part of life, but we don't have to make them worse by asking, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. We need to switch with the W.I.TC.H. that question to, what happened to me? Any unsupportive, unloving reaction you have towards yourself in times of stress is a direct result of trauma. I apologize for my neighbor's dog who is barking like a maniac anytime anything's in front of their house. Anyway, your job is to bring awareness to your lovableness in any given situation so that you can encourage your sweet self and give the support your psyche so desperately needs to navigate challenging times. Treating ourselves with doubt or worry only creates more stress. That's the truth. Your heavy thoughts are not your responsibility. Thoughts happen. They fly in on their own wings of their own accord. Your responsibility is what you do with them. When you worry, focusing on what's wrong with a sense of fear, lack, or incapability, you are adding heavy boulders onto an already overtaxed psyche. Think of all the situations where you succeeded, accomplished, or surprised yourself. That same energy is available to you now, but only if you'll stop allowing those bolder thoughts to accumulate on your shoulders. It says, a witch watches her thoughts carefully. She knows she is living a life today that a younger version of herself could only marvel at. You'll do that again and with more and more grace. Once you let go of the heavy thoughts weighing down your possibilities and clouding your clarity. Okay, I just went through this yesterday. I just went through this yesterday. Bingo. No wonder I wanted to look into that card. Medicine woman. Harpy. Harpy of rage. Okay. We're getting into, Angie is digging into this deep emotional stuff that we as women really go through. I'm thoroughly impressed. Weaver of the red tent. The wing leader. And I love the titles. Ooh, the exile. The companion. Disciple of ritual. The predator. Will you look at that? Oh my gosh. Yowza. The wonder hunter. Sisterhood of reciprocity. That's a mouthful, but I love it. The rescuer. The triple goddess. Or boobies. We have 2 booby cards, I think. Gardener of hope. We have the dragon rider, which is on the front of the box, is the dragon rider. And we have Madonna of self-compassion. This, just walking through this deck has taken me through so many of my own emotions. I recognize so many of my own emotions in these cards. And with what Angie has written in the book, this could be a really powerful self-development tool, or something to use if you're perhaps in a depressive state, to help you maneuver your way out of it. If you're in an anxious state, if you're in a period of fear and uncertainty with what may be coming up or presenting itself to you. Wow. Yeah, and I got some stuff happening, so I'm going to be using this deck right away. I don't think that there are any spreads with this deck. I don't think she offers any spreads. I did not see any, and there weren't any listed. So, but there's more information about how to use the deck. Even though those who don't have the Kickstarter won't get the additional 4 cards, and I'm not sure what those 4 cards are, but I'm gonna highly suggest this deck. I will link it down below so you can check it out if you so desire. And yeah, this is a good one. This is probably one of the most profound decks I've received next to my Healers of the Earth deck. That's how highly I'm thinking of this right now. So just to give you an idea. Anyway, with that, I will see you on the next one.